everybody, it's me, Nate, aka Devil Dog, here with
Jam and Bones.
And as you can tell by the thumbnail, this is in fact I guess it's going to be a Nate Tries. We're going to call this a Nate Tries. Basically, this guy and I worked on this special kind of concoction, simply known as Applejack.
It's Applejack, bitch!
Where you basically
I said Applejack, bitch!
And then you ferment it with like different ingredients. We use some brown sugar and some other proprietary ingredients that we can't tell you due to technical limitations for safety purposes. You believe all that technical jargon? But basically, you brew yourself a nice apple wine or ale or whatever, and then you do this process of freeze distillation in it to get the alcohol content very, very high. Now, first to start off with it, we made a little, mini documentary, a little video to show you the exact directions on how to make your own Applejack. So here it is.
Start off with a very big pot, so you guys can follow these directions to make your own delicious Applejack. First of all, make sure your pot is big enough. And get some juice. Make sure it's top quality juice. Spare no expense, because the better your juice, the better the Applejack will taste. Pour 2 gallons of your favorite juice into your pot. Try not to spill it or make a mess. Now get the internal temperature of your current juice up to 145 degrees. Then add 1.5 cups of quality brown sugar. Remember, the better the quality the brown sugar, the better the flavor will be. Guys, it never hurts to also test it to make sure it's good quality brown sugar. Perhaps you should, Devil. Because after all, better quality products leads to a better outcome. Looks like a legit procedure to me. Yeah. Aha. That indeed seems to be some good quality brown sugar. Now, this next part, as you're cooking, make sure to be safe and not to burn yourselves or let it overflow. Silly devil. That's what you get for not paying attention. Now, at this point, let it cool down to about 70 to 72 degrees before you put it inside your fermenter. At this point, you have to wait 30 days for it to fully ferment. Then put it into bottles. Now, the fun part. Put your bottles in the freezer and let them freeze completely. After a while, the alcohol will not freeze. You will pour the alcohol out of the bottles into new bottles after you let them thaw, and constantly keep refreezing them. Once you refreeze them enough to where it no longer freezes, you have reached a point where you have created some Applejack, and now it's time to enjoy all the hard work that you've done. Now it's time to enjoy all the fruits of your labor. Some delicious Applejack. As long as you follow these guidelines and rules, you should have no problem in creating some high-quality Applejack that is safe and delicious for your friends and family. Just don't be like Doofus and the dog, because if you do, you never know when you might make a mistake that might cost you. But, nonetheless, you should have fun with this experience. Fun with making Applejack. Cheers to Doofus and the dog. Enjoy your inebriating concoction.
Now, as you can see from that video, we did a little bit of a comedic aspect to it. Make sure for safety purposes that you follow your guidelines and safety, be of age and all that. You know, don't use poison.
For the love of God, no.
Yeah.
No poison.
Now, we started off with how much total when we first started?
2 gallons of apple juice.
2 gallons of apple juice that we added with brown sugar. And after we did this process of several days of freeze distillation, we ended up with our final product. One 750 milliliter bottle of Applejack.
So how much is that in not liters?
Not liters.
Like ounces? How many ounces is that?
How many ounces is this? So in the end, 750 milliliters comes to, I think, what, 25 ounces or something like that.
Let's round up to 26.
26. So you end up with close to like maybe a pint or more left. Now keep in mind, the longer you actually let your cider ferment for, it'll increase the alcohol content, which will mean that when you basically using this freeze distillation, you're removing all the water from it, and you end up with this, which is just pure, straight alcohol.
We did not take a month.
It didn't take a month at all. Actually, it took less than a week or two, and we have this. So what's that say? Yeah, you end up with a lot less. But this, last time I checked, can you guess how?
If you're not careful, this will knock you on your ass.
Last time we checked with this, the final version came in at a little over 100.
Percent or proof?
100 proof.
Okay. 100% would be very...
Maybe ooh. Oh, smell that.
That. More, please.
That smells really good. Now, the one other thing that I did not show in their little video is there's something known that when you do this, you got to be careful when you're drinking it. They call it a sipping kind of drink because there's sugars in this when you freeze distill a product.
Will give you the worst hangover of your life.
It make you violently ill.
Apple palsy.
Apple palsy. Real thing. I'm hoping it's not permanent. You know, 'cause like, what's happened to Steve? Oh, he got the apple palsy. But you know what I did with this is I pretty much after it was done, I went and pasteurized it, and by pasteurizing it, it burns off those excess sugars that can make you get apple palsy. So you should, in theory, be able to enjoy this whole bottle.
Now here's the thing, though.
Without getting apple palsy.
You will still get wrecked. It just means that your chances of apple palsy are less.
Yeah, orange glasses. Orange glasses. I got glasses. Yeah. Let's see here. It honestly looks like Red's Apple Ale. Smells like Red's Apple Ale with a little bit of champagne. That looks kind of... It's not that red. I think the orange glass is making it out redder than that. Let's go ahead and...
Down the hatch.
Ooh.
That's smooth. That's dangerous.
Ooh. Oh.
But there's a burn.
Oh.
It's quick.
It's a very quick, immediate burn.
and then it goes away.
No, it's still there. It's not as bad as like taking shots of whiskey. It's got
Okay,
less burn
let me
than whiskey.
rephrase that. Yeah, the burn's there, but the, how do I say this? The initial burn, gone, not there per se for me, but I can still taste it.
Woo!
Oh God, I think I need to make more of this.
Man, this is good, man. It's like the flavor. It's like super condensed flavor. Oh yeah, my throat's all warm when I'm talking.
Yeah.
But if you're on a cold day, take a shot of this. But honestly, the flavor is so intense with
Well,
the
that
apple.
doesn't actually make you warm.
But yeah, it's like a really robust apple and brown sugar flavor in here.
Imagine if we sold this.
It's a shame you can't sell this.
I mean, if we had a license.
If I had a license and, yeah. I mean, after all, this is a small batch. You got to make sure you do a very small batch to stay within your limits of what you're allowed to do when you're home brewing, of course.
Well, technically, what you're brewing and what you're left with are two entirely different things. Because couldn't you technically overbrew considering what you're left with that? 'Cause at the end of the day,
Woo!
that's barely a pint and a half. But
It's basically, this is like doing shots of like hard whiskey, but like in a smoother, less burny cider flavor.
you got whiskey level alcohol content without whiskey level burn.
Yeah, and with a delicious, rich, flavorful cider flavor.
This drink, dangerous with a capital D.
Damn, I'm actually feeling it already.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, I should have brought the fancy glasses.
Woo. That is really good. And for what we've had, we still got a good amount of it left.
Whew.
Oh, you feel it now?
The taste, at least. It's definitely warming me up. Warming me up. See the cartoons with Saint Bernard and all of that.
There we go. Here's a nice. This is about a shot right here. So let's slam a shot.
Shots.
Ooh. Wow. Fantastic. If any of you people out there would like to actually know the legitimate step-by-step instructions and the exact amounts of the ingredients, even though we do have it in that little opening parody video.
Doing the linking thing, I assume?
Yeah, just leave it a message below and I'll contact you as long as you're of correct age, of course, for legal purposes and all that yada yada.
Yes.
But if you want to know, we'll let you know exactly how we did this. Honestly, for total cost, I think it was about maybe $2 or something for the yeast that we used Nottingham yeast. Honestly, the cider is the most expensive thing in it.
I mean, it was about $4 for the gallons. So, as in both of them cost me about $4.
So about $8 total for it.
That's safe, especially considering the brown sugar.
8, 9, 10. So for about less than $15, very easily less than $15, you can make yourself either about 2 gallons of really good hard apple cider, or if you do what we did and freeze distill it, you can end up probably with a little more than this if you let it ferment longer than we did. And you figure in less than pretty much not even 2 weeks, we have this right here, which is damn near 100 proof. And it's not much, but at the same time, It's not
It'll
meant
do
for
the job.
slamming, it's a sipping drink.
Precise.
And for that flavor, I can see it being a sipping drink. So, your final call on the Applejack. 1 out of 10, what do you rank it?
10.
10. He's giving it a 10, damn. I'm going to give it a 9. Only because of what it took to make it. It is a good amount of effort to make this stuff. You have to actually freeze it.
I'm
and
not
let
looking from the brewer perspective.
Oh, you mean just total flavor?
I'm thinking as in drinking it. The drink itself.
10. Definitely a 10 out of 10. It's the best, most flavorful cider I've ever had. It's got a good burn to it, but nothing that's hateful.
No, not at all.
A great aftertaste. It's got an aftertaste of just more cider. And in the end, it's super potent.
Yes. Now, had we actually let this ferment longer, this would have been, what do you think?
Oh my God, probably not safe to drink. Because you figure if you let it age long enough while fermenting, you can get it, the APV, about what, close to 20% just from doing that. And then when you freeze distill it, it would take it well over the 110, 120 range, which honestly is not safe. I mean, stuff like that. I mean, what is Everclear at?
Let's see. The Everclear that can be sold in Ohio is the highest proofing is 151 proof.
So 151. So you could get it damn near close to
let's see,
151.
151 proof, that's
% alcohol.
75, 76.
Hey, if you'd like to see us try to make our own Applejack that's 150 proof, let us know in the comments.
Okay.
This was Nate, aka Devil Dog, here with
Dead Man Bones.
and we want to thank each and every one of you for watching this video. Hit the bell icon to stay updated whenever we release
Ding.
any new videos. Hit the thumbs up if you like this video. Leave a comment if you've ever had Applejack or ever planned to having it. And remember, we always end our videos by saying, have fun, play hard, and remember, people,
The devil is in the details.
and the proof is in the bottle. Peace out.